I'm Phil Brock. This is Brock in Your Block, and I'm at a special festival here in Santa Monica. It's a Sunday afternoon. I'm strolling down 18th Street between Santa Monica and Broadway, and the road's blocked. And there are all these kids out playing, and it seems like there's a festival going on. You're the titular owner of that festival. So tell us about the festival. Tell me who you are and what you're doing here.
Okay. I'm Jeff Marks. I'm a rabbi here at the Santa Monica Synagogue, located in Santa Monica. This is the Jewish holiday of Purim. The book of Esther, which is one of the books of the Bible, tells the story that happened thousands of years ago in Persia about a king named Ahasuerus who marries a new queen who he doesn't know is Jewish. Her name is Esther. The story now unfolds as a really interesting, exciting plot. King Ahasuerus has a prime minister whose name is Haman, who's the bad guy of the story. I'll say a little more about that in a minute. And also in the palace is a cousin of the queen named Mordecai. Everyone in the palace bows down to Haman, who wants the respect that's due to him. Everyone but Mordecai, who refuses to bow down, because as Jews, we only bow down to God, not to other human beings. So Haman, filled with hatred towards Mordecai, goes to the king. He says, "Your Majesty, there's this strange people in your kingdom. They don't eat like we do. They don't behave like we do. They don't follow our laws. We should destroy them." The king says, okay. He issues a decree that announces all the Jews are to be destroyed. Mordecai hears about this, goes to Queen Esther through a variety of strategies, mostly involving getting the king drunk. Esther gets the king to change his
It's not
mind.
the Manischewitz.
Oh, it's real wine.
Okay.
Manischewitz isn't wine. Did I say that? And Queen Esther gets the king to change his mind. The Jews are saved, and Haman is hung. End of story.
Pronounce that again, because I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Purim.
Purim.
Purim,
Okay.
which comes from a Hebrew word which means lottery. Because according to the story, Haman wanted to decide what day the Jews should be destroyed, so he cast lots to figure out the month and the date that it would take place.
So this is like the California lottery, except a lot more deadly.
Exactly.
You've been a rabbi since 1983, I understand.
Yes.
And you've been here in Santa Monica for how long?
It's for 33 years.
33 years?
We started out first, we were very, very small. We started out at St. Paul's Lutheran Church on Lincoln, just north of Wilshire. But we soon outgrew the place and came here into what is a former mom and pop meat market.
And I know about the meat market because my grandfather was a butcher here at Ratner's Brothers. And it was Ratner Brothers Santa Monica, and a lot of people in Santa Monica got their meat here. They also were wholesale out to many restaurants in the area as well. And my grandfather worked probably somewhere right around where we're standing many years ago in Santa Monica. This festival, kids are having fun. Adults are smiling. There are vendors out there. There's food. This is done every year.
Every year. And the best way to think about this is think Mardi Gras, which is to say Purim is meant to be one of these topsy-turvy festivals. People dress in masks. People make fun of officials. Oftentimes, traditionally, people used to dress like the rabbi and walk around. The rabbi dresses up, came to our Purim Festival dressed as a package of French fries. I should mention that when we tell the story from the book, we have noisemakers, which are known as groggers. And whenever we mention the name of Haman, we try and drown out his name. So everyone takes a grogger and makes a loud
Really?
sound. Yeah.
So he's not well liked.
No, not at all.
Okay. Here I am staying with a French fry rabbi.
Hi.
And this is when I say,
Haman.
Haman. I love that. And now you don't dress this way during services.
No. Just for Purim.
Okay. You also have a school here.
We have a school. We have a religious school with over 100 kids. Kids come on Tuesday afternoons, Sunday mornings. They learn Hebrew. They learn Jewish history. And especially they learn about Purim so they can come and run around and have a good time.
And you are what I would classify as a liberal reform.
Yeah, we're a reform congregation, which means we're in the spectrum of Jewish practice. We tend to be more on the liberal end.
Okay. And how many congregants do you have?
About 215 families belong.
I had heard there were 2 rabbis.
Yes, we have 2 Reformed congregations in Santa Monica, and the other congregation is Bashir Shalom is joining with us today to put on this Purim Carnival.
A wonderful event because I see happy kids, I see happy adults, and I know that part of your job is to handle the good news and the bad news of your congregation. How do you handle that? Because you're really a social worker.
Well, in part, yes. It's the full life cycle. There are moments of joy. We have births. We celebrate our kids becoming young adults with bar bat mitzvah. And at times, families go through crisis. There's death. It's one of the wonderful things about being a rabbi is I get to participate in the life of families from beginning to end.
And for, I'm sure, most of your congregants, you are part of their extended family.
Well, especially after 33 years here, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So nice to talk to you. Thank you.
Real pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. And let me go out and we'll enjoy the festival. You have to put your French fry outfit back on.
Okay.
It's fascinating staying at a spot that has personal history for me. Ratner Brothers, butcher shops, and meat markets were right here, and my grandfather worked here. And it reminds me of our rich history in this city. And the history isn't necessarily buildings. It's the people of the city that make our history come alive. For Brock and Your Block, I'm Phil Brock. We'll see you next time.